All right, says we live. Make sure. Let me make sure y'all niggas can hear me. You're. All right, says we live. Okay. Showing up on my feed. What up, John Boy? Morgan. Finally. Is real. Sedarius. Josh. The first thing Josh says is not hello. It's not welcome back. It's make me a mod. That should tell you something. Solo. I'll just wait for a few more people. I'm just gonna be this video shouldn't be that long. I'm just gonna go over why I took the break. I'm gonna go over what I'm gonna do for the channel as far as uploading things and some other things I have planned. But this should not be longer than an hour. I'm trying to make sure it's not even over 30 minutes, but we'll see. It just depends on what happens. Let me change this. Okay. Saad bin Talib said, "What's your favorite anime manga series?" Kill La Kill. Is Yumiko your number 2 after Satsuki? No. I haven't put much thought into my favorite characters past Satsuki, but I'm pretty sure it will still be Lelouch. If we're talking about characters in general. If we're talking about female characters, I don't know. Because I have to update my list. Because I had a list like that maybe 2 to 3 years ago. But she'll be up there. She's definitely one of my favorite main characters. Rocky said, "You do reaction." I have a reaction channel. Some people don't even know about my reaction channel. But I've told people, I don't promote it too much, but I posted it and I shared my videos from my reaction channel before. That's something I should have put in the description. Let me do something real quick. But if you want to find it without the link, it's just Satsuki the Reactor. That simple. But I'm gonna post the link in the description and in the chat. Damn, I'm surprised a lot of people didn't unsubscribe from both of these channels. I forgot what I was, at least on this channel, but oh Lord, not this again. I think the subscribers stayed the same for the most part. In fact, I think this one bumped up a little. Okay, that is for the live reaction channel. I should be able to pin that. And if y'all see me turn off the video, it's not because I'm gone. It's because I want to sneeze. I feel the urge right now. And I really don't feel like sneezing on camera. Perry said, "What we doing? Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2 coming in 2020, 2022. Sujin Lee is my favorite female character right now. It sounds like it's from a manhwa. Wa Lelouch, because that nigga raw. I'm not gonna get into that. It's been a long time since I've seen Code Geass, but that nigga raw. You should shout out people who inspire you in the description too. No. What's with those horny retweets at 3 a.m., bro? What happened to Satsuki the Monk? When have you seen Satsuki the Monk? It's good to see you again. Appreciate it, Izelle. Can you do a reaction on KGF chapter teaser and its most viewed teaser on YouTube, which got, I don't even know what the hell that is. Is it really fair to compare Attack on Titan to One Piece? Do you think if you rewatch Code Geass, Lelouch would change as your favorite character? No. I mean, he's not my favorite character. The only thing that could happen is him falling down the ranks within my top 10. He wouldn't fall out of that. My feelings on Code Geass might change, but my feelings on Lelouch wouldn't. You called up the citrus? Yes, sir. You reading Wano? No. I'm skimming Wano and I'm reading chapters here and there. Quote reading. I'll talk about all that stuff in like 4 more minutes. Let's see if I can get more people in here. Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen? If you know anything about me, I am not on Jujutsu Kaisen, and I never will peep it, ever. So, that's not happening. Toradora rewatch? Never. Toradora doesn't... I like Toradora, but a rewatch of it does not interest me. Sasuke Kitty Ewing lover. When's the gaming channel? No joke, I actually thought about doing something like that. But the issue is with doing the gaming channel, it wouldn't be on anything, cause I'm not a gaming type of nigga. So literally it would just be me playing Pokemon like I've already been doing, and possibly me playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And those two games I'm not well Pokemon might be like fun for people to watch, but Duel Links is one that I feel like it's just something I should just play on my own. Like maybe I'll try it once to see if how people like it, but I'm not like the best at that game, like even close to it. So I don't, in my experience, when you watch a gaming channel, either you're watching it because them niggas are good or them niggas are funny. And I'm not that damn good on the game. And if I'm going to be funny on there or not, that's going to be up to y'all to judge. But I don't know. The people saying Morgan made you retire from the waifu bot. Is that true? Morgan. I'm not even in the mood for the troll, so I'm not going to read the troll comments. How big a donation for you to take a suggestion seriously? Do not donate, because I'm not going to whore myself out for the money. So if you donate money to me in an attempt for me to watch something, you wasted your money, because I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I may like look at people's suggestions or whatever, but more often than not, I'm not going to take a suggestion. I just like seeing the buzz around things and seeing for myself if it interests me, and then get into it like that. Very few people have cracked the barrier for them to get their recommendations through to me. I watch you playing those games. Yeah, Scott, but those would be the only two. So I'm thinking about keeping those videos just on the main channel instead of creating a separate channel. Because I feel like for me to want to create a second channel, I would need to do more than just those two games, and it would end at a certain point because Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I don't think I would keep up because I just don't play that game that often anymore. I just got into it. And Pokemon Uranium, that may last. I don't know how long the game is, but that may be, if I play it for an hour, that gameplay may last for probably 10 videos, maybe. I'm just guessing though. Um, who don't fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh? When Prison School season 2, never. I mean, anything's possible. We seen Devil's a Part Timer come back, have a season 2, which I really enjoy that show. So I'm glad that's having a season 2. What the fuck? Also, have you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro? No. Nah. What you up to today, Savage? Hey, Captain Marvelous, I haven't seen you in a minute, boy. Don't be in the Discord. I didn't even know you was on the channel. But I just been chilling. Yesterday I was hanging with my boy, and he's like one of the most closest I'm the most closest to him. And he is moving to New York. He moved this morning, so he's going to be up there in Syracuse. And I'm like, damn, because he's been down here. He's from New York, but he's been down to Florida for a long time, and I've known him for at this point over 10 years. We've been boys since I was in middle school. So like, damn, that shit was crazy. But he'll have a lot more opportunities up there. So, and the love will always be there. We can not talk for months and then, link up and not, miss a beat. And that's how it was, because we didn't talk for a long time, especially face to face. But we got back together for that one day, and it was cool. What's the KOA shows this season? We should be talking about that next time we get together. I'm not even sure myself. Like I know for me what I chose was Fruits Basket season 3. So we'll all be watching Fruits Basket for sure. And I also, well, yeah, let's get into all that stuff. Okay, so the reason for the break, I wrote a post when it happened, but I took the break. I want to say a little, maybe, I don't know exactly when I made the post, but it was around Christmas time, so it was late December. What I was doing at that time was 12 days of anime, and if you don't know what that is, it's just when you put 12 videos out from December 14th to Christmas Day. So 12 videos over that stretch of time. And for some people that may be easy, but I was trying to make those videos really well edited, at least for what I have now, because I still edit videos off of my phone. I have a PC, of course, but all I do on the PC is I record my audio. Maybe if I do like some extravagant intro or something, I may be trying to like look up tutorials, and maybe I'll download a program for that day. But for the most part, everything is on my phone when it comes to editing. So that's why, shit takes a long while for me because even I've had Vegas Pro. I've had Vegas Pro. I think it was 17 too, but that shit runs so slow on my PC. Like, it may just because this PC is a little old, but like for me, as long as I'm able to talk on here on stream and I'm able to record audio, go on Discord and all that shit, I don't need any extravagant shit. But yeah, those videos were very time consuming, and a lot of people close to me may know that I was real stressed out during those times because I was struggling to meet the deadlines for those videos. And it's deadlines I created myself because I didn't have to do the 12 days of anime, but it's something I wanted to do. It's something I've been doing every year since 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, because this is my 3rd year doing it. Hold up. But yeah, real stressful times during that stretch of that period of time. And by the time I got to Christmas Day, because I burnt out, I think I had 3 videos left. 3, 4, 3, 2 videos left. I forgot exactly how many. And I didn't finish it. And eventually I took because I used to put like day 1, blah, 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 day 2, blah, blah, blah. I took those out of the title to try to kind of like rebrand the videos, because just from if you're not subscribed to my channel and checking out and looking for 12 days of anime, if you're just someone who isn't subscribed to me and you see that suggested to you, you may not click on a video that says like day 1 or day 2 or whatever. So that I erased all of that, but the videos are still up there. It's just that it has a different title than what it was when I originally uploaded it. Also, how was the last Wonder Egg episode? Still didn't watch it. I'm probably going to watch it Sunday. Did you watch The Classroom of Elite? Nope. Have no plans to. Any anime you watching this year? I'll go over that. Hunter x Hunter coming back in 2030 if you're lucky. Justice said, welcome back, my homie. I miss you, mate. Appreciate you, Justice. John Boy say, you leaving Florida? No. Everything animated said, love the thumbnail. Yeah, and I walked up in the bitch. Did the crip walk? Oh. Muhammad said 10 years. That's not much. 10 years is not much to you? What? 10 years is a long time to know somebody. That like 10 years is a lot. Nigga, that's almost half my life. That's almost half my life. And yeah, I am 24. Well, going to be 24 next month. I'm running late, but I'll watch the whole vid later. I'm glad you took a break, and I look forward for your future plans. Damn you, Sky. But let me get on with the video. What I was saying was, with the whole break, when I was talking about the 12 days of anime and how hard it was to put out those videos, because like, okay, I want to put y'all in my frame of mind. Pretty much every single day in December, every single day, I was recording, writing, editing every single day, and this took up at least 4 hours of my time. Oh, no, more than that. I want to say like 6 hours of my time if you include everything. I was recording, writing, editing every single day, and that shit was stressful. And like collecting pictures and everything for my editing. But yeah, basically where I'm getting at is, by the time it was time to do one of my videos, I forgot if it was day 10 or day 11. By the time I got to that, I was completely burnt out. And on top of that, the videos did not perform well at all. If I look at, let's see, if I look at, uh, let me see. Yeah, damn, why they won't show me the views? What the fuck? Okay, here it is. The most viewed video over that stretch of time was the QQ video. And it's very strange because this video is not, like, the likes on it are terrible for the views it has, because it's at 4.1K, but it has like 53 likes. And like, if I go to another video, there's, I think my, it's a lot of videos that got more than that. But uh views and likes ain't everything, but for the work I was putting in those videos, and at the time, I don't even think I had that many views on that QQ video, but it was like, that shit was very disheartening because, again, that shit, I was every day editing, recording, collect the pictures, edit again, nigga, write again, every single day. So, like, when I got to the end of it and I was seeing how the videos perform for a lot of the videos, I tried to ignore it for the most part, but I got to a certain point where I was like, I can't ignore the shit anymore. The videos just ain't performing good. So I was like, I got to a point I was like, I don't even want to do videos no more. And I knew it was just going to be a feeling at the time, but that's why I called it retirement, because I don't know how I would feel a month from now, but I knew during the time I just didn't want to put out videos anymore. So that's why I called it retirement. I thought I always left the possibility of me coming back to it there, but I was just like, I'm not going to try to keep people hostage, and because there, I could have very well went another way and said I'm not doing videos anymore. I don't know what could have happened in that stretch of time. So I knew for sure I was not going to be making videos for a while. And I uploaded some videos in between that time. I know I uploaded like the Emma video, the Aaron video. But that, the Emma video I put out just because of what was being said during the time. The Aaron video I just did because I was in the mood. But I didn't really put out, that was in the 4-month span. I put out like 3 videos. So but yeah, pretty much getting burnt out, uh focusing on the performance of those videos that I did for 12 days of anime, being disheartened from that. That's pretty much why the break happened. So yeah. Heart said yo yo yo. Shout out to Heart. Gantz manga thoughts. Never read it. Don't plan on reading it. Expansion of the KOA podcast into manga. EA doesn't read manga like that, so it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. My whole, and I just don't think for the format of that podcast, like that, for the format of the KOA podcast, it wouldn't work because we basically look at episode by episode and judge whether or not to drop or continue with the series. If we did that on a chapter to chapter basis, that would be god awful. That would be terrible. It wouldn't work. It just works with anime because at least with the episode, you with a 12 episode, usually 12 episode season, one episode is enough, is a big enough chunk for you to say whether you should keep going on with it. And a lot of times we give courtesy passes, but that doesn't last forever. Um, so is this real or is this April Fool's? I know this is uploaded on April Fool's, but this is no joke. I was thinking of doing an April Fool's video, but nah. I already see all these niggas making fake retirement videos and niggas making the Hunter x Hunter mangas coming back joke. So I was like, I'm not even gonna try to get in the mix of it because I feel like I'll just be forcing it. So this is a serious video. You don't got to worry about that. I need to get back to sitting. Oh my god. Hold up. Got a mod the M5 brother. Shax. Damn. They won't let me mod them on here. Hold on. Oops. Where's Shax at? Mod that nigga. Okay. He fell off. That's why Takashi hasn't coming back? Because you haven't been sending him death threats? What else I want to say? Oh yeah, today I plan on dropping a video. A live reaction to Attack on Titan chapter 136. 136, I believe. It wasn't where I last left off with Attack on Titan because the last chapter of Attack on Titan I reviewed was 132, I believe. But in that stretch of time, I read a lot of those chapters without recording my reaction to it. So the earliest video I have that I recorded was 136, and I've recorded my live reactions to the other chapters as well. So I have a recording of 137, of 138, and 139 hasn't come out yet. Matt said, just check in. Still remember your Hunter x Hunter hate video and the backlash from that video. I could not believe that people took me serious. The only thing that came to my mind is a lot of those people didn't know who I was. Because if you knew who I was, bruh, during the time I was making Hunter x Hunter videos, there was no big YouTubers putting Hunter x Hunter videos out except for King of Lightning, Chibi. That's it. During that time, at least in 2018, there was no big YouTubers putting Hunter x Hunter videos out. So I'm like, nigga, I've been making Hunter x Hunter videos for a while. Wow. So like, why would you think I'm hating on it? I'm serious about hating on it. That shit was funny. And like the shit I was saying in there, I was trying to make it sound like a joke. But some people still didn't get it, so that video is still funny to come back to and look at the reaction of everybody towards that. But yeah, Jacob said April Fools is played out at this point. I can feel that. Yeah, a lot of the jokes I've been seeing aren't really that funny. It's just when you expect it, when you expect the joke, it just doesn't hit the same. I mean, I already played into it twice, so I'm not going to sit here on my high horse and like look down on everybody who's enjoying April Fools. It's just that, again, I didn't want to put out something because I feel like I would have really been forcing it. I didn't have anything planned anyway, so I just let it ride. When did you drop Kingdom, though? There's two sides to that. Because I dropped Kingdom. At this point, I'm calling it being dropped. But I didn't consciously drop it for a long time. Because the last chapter I read... Matter of fact, let me check. Because I don't want to spoil anybody. Because the only way I'll be able to remember is if I said what happened last. The last... Oh my lord. Okay, this may not be the last chapter I read, but this is the last chapter I reviewed. The last chapter I reviewed was 586, and this video came out January 12th, 2019. But it wasn't my last Kingdom video because I put a video out after that, but it was a discussion on Hoken, and that video came out March 21st, 2019. So it's been 2 years since I read Kingdom. Well, maybe not, because I probably read chapters after that, but I didn't put out videos for it. But Kingdom wasn't that. I'm sorry. A lot of people may feel different, but I was not feeling the last arc I was reading in Kingdom. I was completely turned off. It's not like it was god awful. I don't even really think it was bad, but a lot of those chapters were mediocre. And for what I expect with Kingdom, like, because it kept fucking doing, like, every week I would come into it like, oh shit, Kingdom come out, read the chapter. I sit there like that. I'd be like, damn. But I could catch up to Kingdom, but if I were to, I would have to read it from chapter 1 to just remember all the characters and everything. And it probably won't happen. I'm not gonna lie, it probably won't happen. And the reason why is because of how long Kingdom is. Because I'm at a point where I don't want to read a long running series like Kingdom. And again, I will have to start from chapter 1 if you were to want like me to be well informed about the series. Because I can easily read it from where I left off and catch up in no time at all. But it's going to be no point if I really don't remember the shit. His meathead days are truly behind him. Yeah, a lot of the shonen-esque series. I know Kingdom isn't a shonen, but shonen-esque, battle shonen-esque series that I've been reading have been pushed out at this point. We got to ban Josh. Damn. What do you think is the main differences between Hunter x Hunter and One Piece? It's fundamentally different. Like they're like the only thing different, or the only thing real similar about it is the fact that it's a battle shonen type of series, and it's in the same magazine. Your Kingdom catch up going to take hours, bro. It was Ohan ruining it. It wasn't really Ohan. You know who was really ruining Kingdom for me, and I know y'all not gonna like this. Ozen was ruining Kingdom for me. Ozen, and that surprised me because I like Ozen. I still like Ozen, but when they was doing that the Mori chapters where they were like, "I'm not your real father," and oh my god, get that shit out of here. That shit was whack. I want to get into One Piece, but the series is literally more than 1,000 chapters. Right, I feel that. That's the same reason why I will never get into Gintama. It just came. Just the idea of the series came too late for me. Because at that point, I was a washed man. During my early days of watching anime and reading manga, I was a lot more fresh. I was trying to get into a lot more series, bright-eyed, didn't know any damn better. But at this point, I'm jaded, tired, washed. I can't do it no more. I can't. If niggas come to me and say a series is longer than 200 chapters, I'm sitting there like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I haven't read it in like 3 months. Oh, Stoney said that nigga in the thumbnail was the GOAT. The episode of Powerpuff Girls was heat. I like I said, bro, just when he came in that stance to got the cane, he just flexing on niggas, and niggas was yelling at him in the background. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't hear all that. She said, "Nigga, shut the fuck up. Let me do my crip walk, nigga." Oh, the drama shit. Oh yeah, okay. The other thing I wanted to say was, I still have it pinned. That is my reaction channel. That's where I'm going to be uploading all my live reactions to JoJo. And for now, it's only going to be JoJo. JoJo Part 4, by the way. Part 4. So I've been watching that. People who follow me on Twitter and or on my Discord will know that I've been watching Part 4, but if you're only on my channel, you may not know that. But yeah, I've been watching Part 4. I'm 10 episodes away from completing it. So part 3 took me, it was a span of 2 years for me to watch everything. And yeah, it's longer, but 2 years is crazy. But I'm going to talk about my whole experience with Part 3 in another video. I still haven't recorded it yet. I was supposed to at least record that video, but I've been slacking on that. But yeah, I'm going to talk about my experience with Part 3 and upload that on this channel. And while I'm going to be talking about the series a little, again, it's going to be my experience with it. So the video isn't going to be like a deep dive on the intricacies of Part 3. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a nigga talking about how he was doing the live reactions during that time, because that shit was an experience. It's a whole fucking experience. I don't know how long that video is going to be, but I imagine it's going to be it's going to be over 10 minutes for sure. I don't know exactly how long. If I do the math on it, I think it probably is going to be over 20 minutes too. But we'll see. We'll see. But the live reactions for Part 4 are, my first video is going to be uploaded today at 7 Eastern time. So in about 5 hours, my live reaction is going to be uploaded on there. Again, it's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on the Satsuki the Reactor channel, which I have pinned in the chat. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I made a video on this, but I took down all of my videos, my live reactions for ReZero. And the reason why is the company Kadokawa has been striking people and copyrighting their videos. They've been slapping the shit. I thought Shueisha was bad. Kadokawa came in this bitch with they motherfucking shirt off, abs, pectoral muscles just bulging, nigga, the biceps. Them nigga said, "Hey, nigga, take those videos down, bitch." And I'm sitting there like, who the fuck is you? I'm Kadokawa, nigga, big Kadokawa, nigga. You ain't check in with me, boy. You Japanese, nigga? No. It slap the shit at you. There go your copyright, nigga. That's basically what they did. So now I didn't get the shit slapped out of me, but I saw multiple niggas get their ass fucked up. I'm looking over here. I see one of my homies get slapped up. Another one of my homies get slapped up. I ain't gonna jump into shit because the nigga big as hell. So I said, shit, let me take down my videos so y'all leave me alone. So that's pretty much what happened. I took down all those videos, all my live reactions to ReZero, but I re-uploaded them on a different site, which I have in the description. It's called Odyssey. The only reason I uploaded on there is because I could not find a good alternative to YouTube. You know, some people talked about Patreon, but I'm not trying to make y'all pay for fucking live reactions. So I didn't want to do Patreon. It may be a better alternative than Odyssey, but for now, for at least, I have all my old live reactions to ReZero on Odyssey. Again, the link to the Odyssey thing is in the description. So if you want to check out the live reactions for ReZero, it's going to be there. And I'm only going to upload my ReZero videos there. My JoJo videos are good on my live reaction channel. I think Warner Bros has the rights to JoJo, so you know they may come in with a copyright claim or copyright claim, but they usually don't strike. Like I don't even think I got a strike on my live reaction channel yet. Luckily, they didn't strike me for my ReZero videos because they could have got me. They could have had a fucking triple double on me if they did that because I had 13 live reactions. So they could have filled up the stat sheet. They want to fuck me up. Joker's in here. It's going to be as long as your One Piece reviews. Afa. Kong or Godzilla. We on team Godzilla. And I've been saying this before the movie came out, so still haven't watched it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed off are you about The Promised Neverland Season 2? If you're asking the me now, 1. I'm not really pissed off at it. In fact, I laughed at when I was watching the entirety of it because I stopped for a bit. I stopped watching it weekly after episode 5 because I already seen what direction it was headed in. And I was like, all right, these niggas trying to finish out the season. I was like, they're literally going to cut out all this content. So like the me during episode 5, then I was pissed. But now after like seeing everybody trash it, whatever, originally I was going to put out a video talk about The Promised Land Season 2. But I'm like, I don't like making videos that people have already done unless I'm going to give like a unique perspective or something like that. Or if I really just want to get my thoughts out there. But everybody's been shitting on The Promised Neverland Season 2. It's like, I already see niggas they stomping The Promised Neverland out. Like, I don't need to come in there with my Timbs and do the same shit. Like, nigga, it's already dead. Niggas already know. I don't got to do much to tell, like, what I'm going to contribute to the discussion. Nothing. So, that's why I didn't put a video out for that. And like I said, I'm not really pissed about it now. If you asked me weeks before, yeah, I was angry as hell. Because I was excited for season 2, see Goldie Pond, see my boy who shall not be named, one of the GOAT antagonists. I was excited to see it, but they squandered that all just to get to this. They skipped all the good content to get to the content nobody fucking liked. I don't know what She-Ra was thinking. I don't know what the writers were thinking, but they fucked that season up. And like, people got to keep in mind, like, you may disagree, but The Promised Neverland at one point was going to be like one of the great modern shonen. Like the same way Jujutsu Kaisen has been hyped up, and it's a completely different series, but I just think like the quality is there. Like Jujutsu Kaisen. It may not have been as popular, but like the quality of The Promised Neverland, if they adapted it right, I think would have been, talked about in the same ranks, but that's all gone now, so it doesn't fucking matter. Dio Brando doesn't approve. Zilla because the theme way too much a banger. Oh, y'all talking about Kong. Kong is Washazilla. Fa. They came in like anime Pookie Williams. ReZero mid. Salute my guys back more. Shout out to Blue Pheasant. What's going on with your Miami Heat this season? Nothing, because they playing trash. Salute to M5 as well. Good to have you. Good to have you back, Satsuki. Take off Yumiko and put Mary in the background. Why would I put Mary in the background? Goat. Mary is top 1, no effort. Don't know why Yumiko is up there, because Yumiko is superior. But I really like Mary, so that's not a knock on Mary. TPN could have been a certified classic anime. It could have been. That ending of TPN season 2 was so damn rushed, and what makes it worse is that it probably won't ever get a reboot. Yeah. See, like when a lot of people say it needs the brotherhood treatment, people need to understand, like, with the first anime of Fullmetal Alchemist. That was put out, that was finished, and the manga was still ongoing. So they had to work off original content. The reason why the Promised Neverland is very unlikely to get the Brotherhood treatment is because the manga was finished at the time. The manga was finished. Manga finished what, 2019? So they had the content, like they, even if it wasn't finished, they still had all the content they needed for what should have been adapted in season 2. So the fact that they decided to end it, there would not be any reason for them to reboot it. Like, they had all the material there. They decided not to adapt it for some reason. So, like, anything is possible. So I don't rule out anything, but it's a different case than Full Metal Alchemist, because Full Metal Alchemist didn't have the opportunity to have everything laid out for it and for them to say, all right, adapt this. So that's why it's being compared to Tokyo Ghoul. And I haven't read Tokyo Ghoul, but a lot of people are saying Tokyo Ghoul was in the same situation, to where the manga was finished, but the anime decided to go their own route and, like, say fuck all and skip a lot of content. The Promised Fraud Land. I just call it the Promised Goofy Land. So you going to live react to the final chapter of Attack on Titan? Probably. What up, Satsuki? What up, QRW6? Love to see you. The Promised Neverland live action might by Amazon might be better than the anime. Not hard to do. Not hard to do. So I probably. I recently read TPN, having heard about Chrome controversy, but I really didn't get that. I'm not really gonna get into that, but yeah. What else was I gonna say? Something else I was gonna say about the live reactions. Well, I guess I'll just say, like, with the schedule of my live reactions to part 4, it's going to be a video from today on. It's going to be a video like every 3 days. So while I'm still not done with it, I have a lot of videos I already recorded and edited and are scheduled to upload. So I should be good for a couple of weeks. Then I could get my bearings and, record some more, watch some more episodes, and get back to editing. I haven't been, Kimba, you said, how you feel about your Miami Heat have been playing? I haven't been watching basketball like that, period. That includes the Heat. Yeah, man, Goldie Pond could have been done with 13 episodes for sure. Not only did they not adapt Goldie Pond, they shortened the season to 11, and then they had a recap episode, which didn't count towards the episode count of 11 episodes, but still, like, nigga, why you gotta recap? Why you gotta recap within 5 episodes? Like, what? What? They fucked that season up. They fucked that season up for no reason. There's no reason that needed to happen. Why is this nigga atting me? This nigga, okay, this is old. I was about to say, this nigga knows I'm streaming, so why is he at me in this shit? I'll look at that later. What manga are you going to review in the future? What manga? All right. Maybe Kakegurui, but it's I probably will review that. The only issue with that is, like, just getting those chapters, because it takes, like, the chapters will be translated, but it takes a long time for me to get those chapters. And I could, like, go to Yen Press route and then, like, buy it every week, or not every week, but every month it comes out. But I'm probably not going to do that. But maybe Kakegurui. Um, hmm. It probably won't be every chapter comes out, but I plan on doing something with Spy Family. Something. It's probably going to be talking about the series up to the point I read it. But yeah, that's going to be something I think I'll do. Attack on Titan's about to have its last chapter, so Ranger Reject is a series I'm going to talk about. As long as it doesn't get axed or some shit, I plan on making a video on that. League of Wash, too many injuries, should forfeit. If Kill la Kill is your favorite anime, then what is your favorite manga? I've never had a definitive favorite manga yet. There's no manga that I look at and I say for sure this is my favorite manga. There's been a lot of times where my favorite, like I'll have a favorite for the time. At one time, One Piece was my favorite manga. At one time, Hunter x Hunter was my favorite. At one time, Kino was my favorite. At one time, Attack on Titan was my favorite. There's not been something that has stood the test of time and has stayed consistently my favorite manga. So I still do not have a favorite manga. I can tell you what's my favorite at the moment, but I like Kill la Kill. I don't think anything is gonna like surpass that for me. Uh, pro. I'm not gonna read that name. I'm gonna call you Pro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for fucking up your name. He said locks looking nice. Appreciate you. You read JJK. I am never going to read or watch that series. People, never, never. Uh, Shaman King out today. This ain't a joke. I might check out that series, but I'll probably let it build up a little. To be honest, Isabella and Luvis were the peak. Queen, that name. Queen Leg and Peter were generic. For sure. For sure. They were the C tier villains, the D tier villains. Ranger Reject was pretty good read, but I can't see it running long. Which listen, Sky. Good for me. I'm good on. Hey, please don't let that shit run for a long time. Please keep that shit under. Keep it around like 100 chapters, around maybe a little over. But don't let that shit run that long time. Hey, I'm good on that. What QQ was 120 something chapters. Yeah, 120 something chapters. So if he has that same idea for the length of the manga, for the shelf life of it, we good. I don't need no long running shonen series. We good. But yeah, Ranger Reject has kind of surprised me with the direction it went in, because like for someone to go to a harem series like QQ, which is like wholesome and lighthearted, to a Sentai series where we have like superheroes, like that genre switch is crazy. There's mangaka who write multiple series, but usually they try to stay within a bubble. I haven't really seen too much. Like Urasawa is one that's different, and Inoue is one that's different because he has Vagabond, and then you go to real basketball and samurai, but you don't really see it that often. I don't think, at least not well. So far, Ranger Reject has been good, and I think QQ is a real good series too. What happened for you to never read JJK? I get so tired of telling this story. Short summary. I was annoyed to read JJK multiple times on Twitter. I kept getting harassed to the point where I got to this thing where I said I resolved to never read it or watch it because I kept getting harassed on it. That's basically it. Nothing. There's nothing to do with the series. The series could be great, and I never call it trash or call it mid or anything because I've never experienced it. But I do not want to view it. I do not want to read it, so I don't want to talk about it. But shout out to JJK. A lot of people are fucking with it. I see it on Twitter all the time. So nigga. I'm just leaving people alone. That's all. I leave people alone when it comes to JJK, and I hope they leave me alone. Let me live in my cave. Let me live on my island, and I'm gonna just be chilling with the series that that I'm reading. So we cool. JJK overrated. 106 out of 10. What? QQ is 100-ish chapters. I'm going to read that then. Good to hear. In no way drop Vagabond. Yeah, I read 100 chapters of Vagabond, and I dropped it when I found out he was on indefinite hiatus. Because at the time I read Vagabond, I was already reading Hunter x Hunter. I didn't read, but I watched Nana, and I knew about the hiatus. I was reading Berserk. So by the time I got to Vagabond, and someone told, and I was reading Origami, which the chapter release for that is terrible. So when by the time I got to Vagabond, I told myself, when a nigga told me it was on indefinite hiatus, because I didn't know at the time, I said, not again. Like I got the PTSD. I was like, I was shaking and shit. I was like, oh, not again. No, Tagashi. And I was like, I'm just not letting this shit happen again. I'm not being trapped. I'm not gonna enjoy this series all for me to get to a certain point and then this nigga say, "What? That's all, folks." I'm fucking good on that. Satsuki, this past week I've been rewatching your Happy Sugar Life reactions. Your reaction to episode 1 or 2 kill me every time. Almost 3 years on, still some of your best content. Yeah, the Happy Sugar Life was a really fun series for me to watch. I think if I would have just watched it on my own without reacting to it, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. So I remember you, John Boy. I think you were the one who went on Twitter and you suggested that I watch Happy Sugar Life. So I appreciate that because I actually enjoyed that series. It doesn't have a good score on my anime list at all. I think it's in the 6 point something, but that Sato is just entertaining. She is what I wanted from Yuno. That's real. I can respect that. Yo, dude, did you like the new Hunter x Hunter chapter? Yes, it was all that and more. Hey, you shouldn't let fans get in the way of your experience. I'm not letting them get in the way of my experience. I'm not experiencing this shit. They aren't really getting in the way. They're not dictating how I experience it if I'm not experiencing the shit at all. So it is what it is. Like when I talk about JJK, I always like people always get mad at me when I tell them that I don't want to read or watch it. And I'll just be like, why do y'all give a fuck whether I read or watch it? Why do y'all give a fuck? Like I'm not slandering the series, or I'm not really even talking about it unless people confront me about it. So I'm always like, why do y'all act so confrontational when I say I'm not going to read or watch it? I don't say anything negative about it. I just say I'm not going to be the one that's talking about it. So I don't know. That's odd to me because it's a shit ton of people talking about it. A lot of people enjoy it. Like the way I see JJK being hyped up, it's like it reminds me of how Demon Slayer was in 2019. I think that's when it came out. But yeah, it's a shit ton of people. Like it's been a movement and everything. So yeah, so plenty of other people you could watch or talk about with it. Like I do not need to be the nigga that's standing JJK as well. So Yeah, man. I know people that won't have anything to do with JoJo or Vinland because they got harassed. Really, well, JoJo, I know for sure because I've seen it, but Vinland, that's surprising. Who is your favorite mangaka? Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Favorite mangaka? I don't think I have like one favorite mangaka. Like I respect Tagashi for Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter. I respect Urasawa from Monster, and I'm going to read eventually 20th Century Boys, but just on Monster alone, I respect them. I respect Yukimura, um, the mangaka for I believe that's his name, Yukimura, the mangaka of Vinland. He's most known for Vinland, but one of my favorite series from him is Planets. I really enjoy that series. I watched the anime a long time ago, and I read the manga recently, and the manga was actually really it's a lot different from the anime because the anime has a lot of filler content that is good to me because it lets you know about the characters and lets you connect with them. The manga was a lot more fast paced, at least in terms of because like we didn't really get to know the characters as well, so that's one knock against it. But in exchange, the story paths where the anime went was so good. Like I think after, and it's only if you want to read Planets, go for it because it's only 26 chapters. Granted, it's like the monthly format, so it's 37 plus pages, but I would recommend people to read Planets. Very short series. You get in, you get out, and it's enjoyable. But yeah, Yukimura, Tagashi, Urasawa, um, and my goat right now, Nico Tanigawa. But it's not one person. That's just the name for the because it's an artist and the person that writes it. But they are the writers for Watamote, which is my favorite manga currently. Inoue just said I'm gonna head out to make wheelchair motherfuckers play basketball, and niggas been saying this heat, so respect to that nigga. What are some series that you see getting hyped up on Twitter that you don't read or watch? JJK. Um, I've watched Bakamonogatari, but I haven't read or watched a majority of the series. So Monogatari as a whole. Hmm. Uh, I guess you could say One Piece now, because I check in with some chapters and I read them. Hmm. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. But yeah, JJK is the biggest one for sure, for sure. I see that every week. Townsend showed up, said back. I we back, Townsend. We back. I know this April Fools. I know the timing is bad, but I wanted to do this at the start of the month. There are literally thousands of mangas out there. Last thing I want to regret is reading a manga that I'm not interested in. 20th Century Boy is really good to me so far. Monster Golded. Did you like the ending of Planets? For sure. I've been thinking about starting 20th Century Boys. Eden Zero got an anime that's tough. I think I'm gonna watch Eden Zero. The one thing that scares me about Eden Zero though is like because I've seen people like Laz, for example, Commodore Laz, and Nelly, my boy Nelly. They've been hyping up Eden Zero, so that gives me they're credible people to me. So I'm when I see them hyping up that series, I'm like, okay, that's good. But my issue isn't with their taste or anything. My issue is with Hiro Mashima, because one thing about Fairy Tail, because a lot of people just call it trash and they write it off, right? But the issue with Fairy Tail is it gives you hope. If you look at Fairy Tail arcs, at least most of them, past I forgot the name of it exactly, but when they're on the island and they end up, that it's like right before the time skip. If you look at the arcs past that, Hiro Mashima did this every single time. He would start off good. He would start off well, get you hyped up. I still remember the Grand Magic Games and how that whole shit was set up, where, you know, we got Rogue, Sting, the prospect of future Lucy, the dragons coming into the picture, all of that. He will start off so well and then fuck everything up. I've never seen a nigga consistently do that. I've seen it happen with series, but this nigga consistently did that arc to fucking arc. I've never seen anything like it. He just did not know how to close a fucking arc. Like that nigga it's like LeBron in 2011 when he didn't win, before he won a ring. Like the nigga would just, he'll put up the monster numbers, get the rebounds, assists, you know, triple double machine. Then when you ask him to do something in the fourth quarter, you got Jason Terry locking him up. It's like what the fuck, Hiro Mashima? I don't know what that nigga was on. But yeah, Fairy Tail was really good when it started off, but then it will start to fall off, and that's what I'm scared of with Eden Zero, because I don't know what this nigga be on, but he gets to a point where like everything is going good, everything is well, and then boom, he fucks everything up. And that's what I'm scared of when it comes to Eden Zero. I got halfway through 20th Century Boys, was good, but its content way too thick. I burnt myself out. Read Air Gear. No. Inoue Slam Dunk is what got me into playing basketball, so he's a GOAT in my book. Rachel the GOAT. True. What up, Townsy? Eden Zero. Let's go. Cheeks out here. Read Windbreaker. Also a manhwa. No. Last creditless. Joker. Calm down. Senpai spitting on Air Gear. What up, Bio? The similarities from Eden Zero to Fairy Tail have been very cringe so far, a little annoying. I've seen the character designs, like he has someone that looks exactly like fucking Earth. Like a lot of designs are the same. Like with Lucy, like she has consistently been like the same looking type of character from Rave Master to Fairy Tail to now. I don't remember what her name was in Rave Master, but Lucy, and now it's Rebecca, and Urza's been consistent too. I even think the name is similar too, because like it's like Urza Scarlet, and then the girl in Eden Zero, her last name is Crimson, so he's keeping up the red theme with her, and she has the red hair. So yeah, Fairy Tail's cool, fun series. Yeah, Rave Master and Fairy Tail have good starts, but fall off. Eden Zero will probably have the same fate, and that's what I'm scared of. That's why I want to get into the series, and I want to believe that Hiro Mashima has changed, but bro, 3 times in a row, I don't know. How the fuck Hiro Mashima didn't at least change Happy's name for Eden Zero? He dead ass you the same name. Hey man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hiro Mashima's on my blacklist. I don't think I can give him a chance yet. I feel that, dog. I feel that. Hiro Mashima is a masterclass mangaka. No hiatus. Is the guy's a workhorse. That is true. That's why Hiro Mashima deserves respect. Glad to see you back, Cuzzo. It's good to be back, Cuzzo. Have you ever thought about reading The Flowers of Evil? I've heard about this series, so I may check that out. Mm. IDK Satsuki, someone that gives One Piece 10 out of 10 each week. We gotta check credentials. Oh, y'all still talking about Laz? Leave Laz alone. Uh, Wait, what the fuck did Perry say? All I see is trust me. Oh, he changed. Trust me. What? Why would I trust a fucking rat? Why would I trust the fuck? Trust me. Fuck out of here. Recently read Girl from Rant and Chatting. I thought it was real strong at first, then it started to drag on because they deviated too much from the main Junu Sunga plotline. Might be true. A far Plu treatment. Yeah. Plu is like a mascot character though. He's like a Easter egg character. Like he's always there, but like in Fairy Tail, he'd even have a role. He was just like Lucy's pet, and nigga would just come in with the shaking snowman, shaking like. But he wasn't doing he wasn't relevant to the plot. Like he's just there because I guess Hiro Mashima finds some cute or something. Have you heard of a manga called Trail of Blood? The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I should have wrote some shit down because it was definitely something else I want to talk about. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I'm changing my Avi. I'm changing my profile pic. So the pic I have now of Satsuki with the red headband, it's been iconic, at least to me. She is very gorgeous to me. Face ass. But I'm changing that. I got a new logo that looks more polished, that looks like it could actually be a logo. So I'm changing that after this video. As soon as this video ends, I'm going to change that, and that's going to be the new logo. So if you look for me based on my picture, my Avi, my logo, whatever, it's going to be different. And I can actually show y'all now how it's going to look. Okay, yeah, this is it. Oh shit, boy. Hey, nigga. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know why it looks so fat like that, but that is how it's going to look. That is going to be the logo. Kept the 21 Savage dagger there. That's a staple on the channel with the theme of Satsuki, elite or at least Junket's. But I put the eyebrows on there, Satsuki's eyebrows. So that's going to be the new Avi. Perry, appreciate the $5. He said, "Me, Nelly, and Stony stand for Hero." I hope y'all getting paid. I don't know why you included Stony in there. He may like Ida Zero, but we know how Stony is with his mid. Vote for Black Clover characters. Oh yeah. Remind me again in Discord, Stony, because I want to vote. I got to vote for my girl Eye Patch. I don't even know her name, but I'm voting for her. Which genres do you think Attack on Titan falls? Which genres? Shit, I don't know. Joker said trash in all caps. Townsend said wavy. Whose opinion do I like more? Joker. I'm going with Townsend. Speaking of Fairy Tail, have you ever watched King of Lightning's Fairy Tail rants before? Oh yeah, I used to watch King of Lightning a lot. So like pretty much like all his rant videos, even on shit I wasn't interested in. Like I never read or watched Toriko. I watched that shit too. I watched his rant on that. I watched all his rants on Fairy Tail when during the Grand Magic Games towards the end of that. Like those videos are classic. Like That shit was oof. Those videos are heat. He got a knife, looks like a 21 Savage Abby. That's where the inspiration comes from. The name, and that's why I keep the dagger there all the time. Satsuki the Rapscallion. The funny part was that was my name on Discord at one point. And for the people in here, probably going to regret this. It's probably not going to be that many people that join, but the link to my Discord is in the description. So if you're trying to join, that'll be your opportunity. For the most part, I have my Discord closed off. I don't promote it ever. And I don't let other people send out links. That shit is closed off like Wano. So if you want your opportunity to join here, there's your chance. Just be warned, there are a lot of trolls, degenerates, criminals, and plain ugly niggas. You decide which people you interact with, where they fall under. But they're gonna fall under one of them for sure. King of Lightning, Minerva versus Urza, chapter, a classic. It was classic, yeah. King of Lightning rants on Fairy Tail were legendary, but dude's videos are highly edited. QR, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Let me get this off the screen. Remove shit out of. Whoever joined got to check in first. Oh yeah, check in with big homie Perry. You know, Stony might stomp your ass out if you say the wrong thing. I'm definitely a troll and not an ugly. Like I said, troll, degenerate, criminal, ugly nigga. Which one you fall under? Only good, wholesome people in your Discord. Good April Fool's joke. Cole rant on chapter 321 of Fairy Tail Forever Goated. Yeah, like I said, like those videos are classic. His rant on Naruto too. I always go back to his live reaction to when Obito came back. He came back to give Kakashi the eyes. And then the chapter when Kakashi used Perfect Susano. Dog, those fucking oh my god, nigga. Oh nah, those videos had me rolling, dog. Had me rolling, boy. Those videos classic for real. Dog. The shout out to King of Lightning. He was one of my inspirations for doing YouTube. Him and a couple of other people. But you know, Forever was another one too. Big YouTuber. The other person was an inspiration. Y'all probably don't know her, but her name is Mayfinane Junk. I'm just type that in the chat because she deserves respect. Because she was probably my biggest inspiration, to be real. Well, what made it worse was that he's a Kakashi hater. Yeah. Those videos where all the anime YouTubers D-rolled Madara were hilarious. But yeah, I think I ran out of stuff to talk about, so I wasn't supposed to go for this long, but you know, as long as the chat's still moving, I'll keep going, whatever. But yeah, I think I talked about everything. If you weren't here, basically what I covered was why I took the break, my plans for live reactions on the second channel, some of the manga I'm going to be covering. Oh, that is one thing I didn't talk about fully. I didn't go over everything I was going to cover. So Spy Family it's not going to go from chapter to chapter just on because it's not a lot to cover within one chapter. But Spy Family is a series I want to talk about. Ranger Reject, maybe Made in Abyss, we'll see. But the scheduling for the chapters is horrid. I may have to make a rant video on Komi-san. I may have to make a rant video because this shit getting ridiculous. If you enjoy Komi-san, hey, more power to you. But bro, at some point this shit got to get better. Like I'm so tired of fucking Komi-san, dog. Kakegurui is another series I'm going to talk about. Watamote for sure. Watamote for sure. Nico Tanigawa, go read Watamote. It's very cringe, especially in the beginning. But you get past where the anime ended. You still may enjoy it, but one of the things I didn't really like about Watamote early was that the MC just the shit that she goes through is like it's not like the craziest shit, but it's just hard to read. And the fact they try to put it in a comedic light, it's just like, nigga, this shit ain't funny. This shit is tragic. Watamote, read that series. If you want to take a recommendation from me, it is Watamote. Read it. All right, that series is hilarious. What's with the Watamote resurgence? What, has it resurged on social media? I don't know if it's resurged. I mean, I just got into it recently, so. But I just love the series. I think it's hilarious, and it has a lot of like subtle things from the character that I like. Like I like how they interact and grow. What's another series? This is not something I want to cover, but I'm reading Death Note now because I never read it before. I've watched the anime but never read it, and I'm halfway done with it. And Citrus as well. So I don't think I'm gonna cover a lot of manga. Attack on Titan already ended, so it's probably going to be a lot of manga videos that y'all not interested in because I don't think I'm going to be covered. I'm not going to be covering anything that's really like big. So, because I don't have any like Shonen Jump series on that list. I think Spy Family is like Shonen Jump Plus or some shit. So, I know the views on those videos ain't going to be great, but it is what it is. Shout out to Uber Hikari, god of the YouTube verse. Yes, for sure. I didn't get into Uber Hikari when he was making videos at the time, so I wasn't there from the beginning. But like going back to his videos, I don't know when I started watching them, but going to his videos, he is like one of the best to do it, like the best to talk about anime or whatever. Because let me tell you why Uber is great. This motherfucker would sit on the camera 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, 40, an hour, unedited, at least when it comes to like jump cuts or anything like that. Unedited videos, and you will barely hear him stumble on words. You won't hear a lot of or anything like that. He is like one of the brightest minds when it comes to this anime YouTube shit, and the way he analyzes the series. Much respect to Uber Hikari. That if you have not watched his videos before, even though you may not be interested in, a review in retrospect, because it's over by now. Still, I recommend everybody to at least look at his videos, and like I could never hope to replicate that, but I wish I had something like that. That nigga is crazy. He will straight up unedited videos be able to talk about all this, analyze all this shit and not stumble at all. And that's amazing to do for that length of time. Like it's like you going to a seminar or some shit like that, dog. Rock Lee doesn't suck though. Rock Lee the GOAT. I don't know about that. King Lightning still needs to drop that Hisagaya sucks video though. I lost my hype for that. I ain't gonna lie. Has Fiji spoiled you on any series on Twitter? Technically, yes, but he hasn't spoiled me on anything I was like super interested in. Whenever Fiji tweets about shit, I mute whatever he's talking about. Shout out to Fiji. Fiji is my boy. It's just that with Fiji, he is like I don't want to say like new to the anime and manga scene. It's just that he's trying out a lot of series for the first time, and honestly, again, with me being like washed and jaded, I'm just looking at Fiji enjoying all these series and just being happy and experiencing all this new shit, and I'm just like I'm just like the hating nigga in the corner. I'm like, nigga, you don't know nothing. You haven't read shit. But yeah, Fiji is really insightful with the shit that he reads and watches. So respect to him. You got to do a live reaction when the final chapter comes out. I'm assuming you mean of AOT. I'll see what I'll do for that. Does Death Note manga fall off after Light gets locked into prison too? Didn't fall off for me. I mean, for me, one of my favorite sections of Death Note is when we go follow, or when we try to uncover who is the new Kira with the Higuchi and the Yotsuba group stuff. That's one of my favorite segments of Death Note. So, and I love Mellow. So, post L, I still enjoy Death Note, but I want to the reason I'm reading it too is to see if I have the same feelings as everybody, because it's over time it's become sort of a consensus that Death Note took a huge plummet after L's death. So I want to see if I feel the same about that. So far, I am about 60 or so chapters into it, and I don't feel that way, but it's still a lot to go, so we'll see. Nier is not someone I enjoy, and I probably still won't enjoy, so there probably will be a drop off, but I want to see how significant that is, because people will tell you that Death Note went from like a 9 or a 10 to like a 7 or a 6, and that's a big drop off to me. So I want to see if I feel the same about that, but I won't know until I finished. Uber and King of Lightning were the GOATs back in the day, for sure. And it means a lot to me that they were black as well. Like, just to see other black people like talk about anime and manga means a lot to other black people, and a lot of black people will tell you the same thing, because just in our community, you don't like that type of lifestyle isn't praised and is frowned on. Like a lot of niggas will, if you talk about anime and manga in school, at least during my time, niggas will roast you. Like you had to hide that shit. Now, unless you was like if you was like real popular or whatever, or I don't know, if you just a big ass niggas, maybe people wouldn't fuck with you. But yeah, it wasn't a lot of. There was like the nerd section, in school, but it wasn't a lot of people talking about anime and manga the way they are freely doing it now. So to see them talk about that back in the day meant a lot and it inspired me. Like I said, Cole was one of my inspirations. But I think I watched Uber after I started doing YouTube. So, but again, respect to him. I saw Uber on the live stream. He's gained some weight. I gained some weight too. We've all gained some weight, I think. Free Dolphy. Sasuke, did you watch Uber Black Man too? I didn't. How's the Death Note manga different from the anime? It isn't different so far. The only difference I notice are like minute things that don't really have um, much meaning. But it's been a long time since I watched the anime, so it may be a lot of things I'm missing. So I loved all of Death Note. I never understood the hate after L. Yeah, EA. That's my feelings on it. At least before I started reading it now. My feelings may change later, but I was someone who enjoyed Death Note throughout too. But I watched it when I was in middle school, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel now. Joten was dope with the Reborn reviews. I never watched Joten. I remember when Cole said Fairy Tail was better than Hitman Reborn, but then he had to apologize for it when Fairy Tail went downhill. You see, like during that time at least, was that really a bad take? At least during that time, I've never read or watched Hitman Reborn, but at least when Fairy Tail was doing this thing, I don't think that would have been a bad take. It looks bad in retrospect because, like I said, Fairy Tail falls off a lot, but like from the time he may have said that, it probably wouldn't have been a bad take at all. Any real Death Note fans know the series died after L. Cap. I find myself enjoying manhwa and Western webtoons these days as long as they're short. How was school? What? Fuck school, nigga. You watch Solo Leveling? No, I do not. I find myself. Oh yeah, I just read that. Webtoons. Um, I don't think I'm on any webtoons right now. I haven't read Unordinary in how long has it been? It's been probably 6 months by now. Hmm. Yeah. What was the other thing I was reading? I don't read Tower God. Ben dropped that. Uh, I do read A Girl from Random Chatting, so that's one. It's a couple of other things I read that I've already finished. I've read and finished Pulse, a Yuri manhwa. I finished What Does the Fox Say, another Yuri series, like a month or two back. Yeah, at the time, saying Fairy Tail was better wasn't that bad of a take. Yeah, that's just what I imagined because when King of Lightning dropped, Fairy Tail was in a Grand Magic game. So like before that time, Fairy Tail was good. I would say. Literally, it was just that one arc where I didn't really like, and it was really just the conclusion of it and like what happened after it wasn't really the arc itself. I never believed that Unordinary fell off. I wouldn't say it fell off for me, but it's a lot of things. I haven't not a lot of things. It's just been one nigga that I haven't liked in there, but because he's the main character, it's fucking it is fucking a chore. It is a fucking chore. I recommend Mosquito Wars since it's 40ish chapters and completed. Sky, you have forgotten how to play the game. Do you think I really will take that recommendation? Did you hear about Code Geass getting a new? Please don't talk about. Listen, don't talk to me about Code Geass unless you're talking about R1 and R2. Anything past that does not exist. Fuck the movies. Fuck a R3. Fuck all that. That series is R1, R2. After that, we done. We done. We good. We don't need no. We don't need no more Code Geass content after that. Please, I don't want to hear shit about Code Geass past that. Stay within that bubble of R1 and R2, and we good. These Dragon Slayers couldn't even slay a damn we not gonna talk about that. The only reason why Hitman Reborn fell off was because Sooner didn't accept being a boss after the firm. You fought with the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Also, how much worse is it compared to Solo Leveling? Don't know what that is. Don't know about either of those series. Scott said I had to try. I feel it. You do gotta try sometimes. So hey, sometimes people have caught me on good days, but it's very rare when I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll listen to you this one time. But yeah. Oh yeah, people asked what I was going to be watching for anime season. Usually I make separate videos on that, but I'm since I'm here, I might as well talk about this. Oh yeah, my anime list races. It changed my profile picture to a fucking banana, like I'm an ape. And then here comes the comments. You are an ape, nigga. But I guess they changed everybody's profile pictures for April Fools. Very funny. Bitch ass niggas. Let's see. Spring apply. Okay, so it's the follow up to Seven Deadly Sins, the Four Horsemen. I haven't read uh Seven Deadly Sins, and I never will. I seen one of the biggest stands of the Seven Deadly Sins completely disown and not talk about that series because they were covering it chapter to chapter, and his name is Grim Reaper. He had the Boys podcast with his boys, Keishan. They're my boys too. Keishan, Sundown Rider, Nadi Hemmings. I don't think he was in all of them, but he was in a lot of them. I think my boy Zarso was in there too. I don't know if there was somebody else in there, but those were the people I remember. But he got to a point where he did not want to talk about that series anymore. So if a stand like that who held the flag up there every week, Seven Deadly Sins, go Millie, Otis doing a thing, Escanor in that bitch, gang. He went from that to just complete hush mouth. So I'm good on that. Solo Leveling is better than all new manga. I know you haven't read it, but I know this is true. Sounds like Cap Alton. But I won't be able to disprove that because I'm not going to read Solo Leveling. Grim abandoned that series. Okay, but the series I'm going to be watching for the spring 2021 season is 86. And I'll read some of I could probably bring this on screen. Matter of fact, let me see. Display capture. Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Give me 1 second. Damn, YouTube don't even show I'm live. Oh wait, I'm not subscribed to myself. Oops. Okay, it's showing it. Okay, 86. The Republic of San Mongolia. For a long time, this country has been besieged by its neighbor, the Gideon Empire, which created a series of unmanned drones called the Legion. After years of painstaking research, the Republic family developed autonomous drones of their own, turning the one-sided struggle into a war without casualties, or at least that's what the government claims. In truth, there's no such thing as a bloodless war. Beyond the fortified walls protecting the 85 Republican territories lies the non-existent 86 sector. The young men and women of this forsaken land are branded the 86 and stripped of their humanity, pilot the unmanned weapons into battle. It sounded reminiscent of Code Geass with they call Japanese people 11s, I believe, and like they had to live in a certain section, and they also had mechs. Shin directs the actions of a detachment of early 86ers while on the battlefield. Lena is a handler who commands the detachment from the remote rear. Oh, she's covering the backside. You cover his ass. With the help of special communication. The farewell story of the severe and sad struggle of those two begins. So yeah, 86. Sky High Hikes is obviously a bot account. Only bots don't like solo leveling. No cap. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, boy. Uh I am watching Fruits Basket the final season. I don't really need to read the synopsis for it, but Fruits Basket is a show that I thoroughly enjoy. It is I believe after this season, it is already in my top 10 favorite anime, but I think after the season, it will also be in my top 5. And my top 5 has been sacred for me. Like, it hasn't really shuffled at all over the years. Like, Kill La Kill will always be my number 1, Code Geass. And I always debate with myself on what takes which placement, but it's always like that stays there is always Kill La Kill, Code Geass, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Planets. That's usually my top 10. But yeah, Fruits Basket, I believe is going to end up in my top 5 after the season. And all it has to do is just have the same consistency as season 2. It doesn't even need to be better. Just have the same consistency. Just don't fall off, and then you good. So yeah, Fruits Basket final season. To Your Eternity. I think we'll be talking about this on KOA. All right, but let's read the synopsis. It, a mysterious immortal being, is sent to Earth with no emotions nor identity. However, it is able to take the shape of those around that have a strong impetus. At first, it is a spear. Then it imitates the form of a rock. As the temperature drops and snow falls atop wait, does that say moss? Okay, and inherits the what? It inherits the moss. Then an injured lone wolf comes limping by and lays down to die. It takes on the form of the animal. Finally, it gains consciousness and begins to traverse the empty tundra until it meets a boy. The boy lives alone in a ghost town which the adults abandoned long ago in the search of paradise said to exist far beyond the endless sea of white tundra. However, their efforts were for naught, and now the boy is in a critical state. Acquiring the form of the boy, it sets off a never-ending journey in search of new experiences, places, and people. Okay. Okay. So shape shifting nigga goes on an adventure. That's a short summary. Uh, Fruits basket just don't sound right. Kinda sus. All right. This one is the one that they call the pedo anime. Um, Ijiran Ide Nagatoro-san. I'm gonna just call it Nagatoro-san because that's much easier to say. Um, High schooler Hayase Nagatoro loves to spend her free time doing one thing, and that is to bully her senpai. After Nagatoro and her friends stumble upon the inspiring artist's drawing, they find enjoyment in mercilessly bullying the timid senpai. Nagatoro resolves to continue her cruel game and visit him daily so that she can force senpai into doing whatever interests her at the time, especially if it makes him uncomfortable. Slightly aroused by and somewhat fearful of Nagatoro, senpai is constantly roped into. Wait, does he not have a name? Hold on. Okay, I was about to say he. They keep calling him senpai, but they never say his name. Senpai is constantly roped into her antics as his interests, hobbies, appearance, and even personality are used against him as she entertains herself at his expense. As time goes on, Senpai realizes that he doesn't dislike Nagatoro's presence, and the two of them develop an uneasy friendship as one patiently puts up with the antics of the other. Why is it called the pedo? No, someone just said that. I don't know if that's universally said. Someone just said that. So yeah, I'm watching that. Super Club. I don't know if I'm going to watch this really, but uh, check it out. Second year high school student Koguma doesn't lead a very interesting life. She has no parents and no friends nor hobbies to keep her daily life busy. One day she acquires a second-hand Honda Super Club motorcycle and rides it to school. As time goes by, not only does Koguma have a new adventurous life, but she also forges precious friendships thanks to her precious little motorcycle. All right. Oops. Okay. My bad about that. This one I don't even know how to pronounce this. I just call it Vivi. Oh Lord, do I want to read this? Do I want to read this? I don't think I do. I'm not reading this. But yeah, Vivi is another one I want to watch. I think I'm good off this now. Turn this off. Basically a light S&M anime. Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. Pedo anime is Haikyuu? Huh? Oh, all right. I don't read or watch that series, so Joker got that off successfully. Unless there's any Haikyuu stands that want to refute that. But I've been at this almost 2 hours. I said I'd even want this to be over an hour. So I capped April Fool's joke. But I'm about to head out, y'all. Appreciate everybody who showed up. Joker, Perry, Morgan, Eno, Sky, Alton. Oh, Veneer Boss, I didn't even see you there. Sorry, I'm about to close this off when you showed up. Veneer been here for a long time. Um, Bio, John Boy, Blue Pheasant, Stony, of course. Um, Jacob. Looking through everybody right now. QRW6, my boy. Did I miss anybody? The Black Phantom Thief. Townsy. My boy EA. Oh, that is what I forgot. For anybody interested in me talking about Fruits Basket, I will be doing a podcast with the rat himself, Perry. We're going to be doing a podcast called the Oars Podcast. That's what it's called for short. But the full name is the Ox and Rat Podcast. I will probably explain that name once we get started on the first episode. But we're going to do a podcast on it. When does Fruits Basket come out? When does it come out? Because I believe it's... Does it come out? Let me see. Hold on. Because the plan is to do the podcast a day after the episode drops. Let me see when it comes out. Oh my God, it doesn't have the actual release. It shows the March release. Hold on. I thought it was like April 5th or something like that. Fruits Basket Season 3 premiere. Yeah, April 5th. And that's on a Monday, I believe. Yeah, that's on a Monday. So since that is on a Monday, I don't know what time it's going to be exactly, but we'll probably do the podcast on a Tuesday if everything works out right. If we all both on the same schedule, we'll have it on a Tuesday. So we'll do a podcast talking about each episode then. So it should be a good time. Hopefully we stay consistent and everything. So that's where I'm at with that. But guys, other than that, I am off. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Told y'all my plans again. The profile pic gonna change, the app gonna change, and we back. All right, we back. Not gonna be a lot of content, I don't think, because not a lot of series I'm talking about and covering, but we gonna be back. So that is it for the video, guys. The live reaction to Attack on Titan chapter 136 is dropping when I close this video out. When it uploads and processes, all that should be good. So shortly after this video ends, you'll see that video up. But guys, I am